What's up, boys and girls? My name is Relyks OG, and this is Call of Duty Ghosts. So this is going to be a search and rescue gameplay on Sovereign, and since search and rescue has, some downtime when you're dead and whatnot, I've kind of tried to cut out the pieces when I have died, mostly because my teammates did nothing spectacular, and to make it less boring to watch. Now, this is going to be a video on my first impressions and my thoughts on Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, a little bit about me. I've played every Call of Duty since CoD 2. I've played some of them competitively, and I've played competitive Counter-Strike for 7 years. If you don't know what that is it's one of the most prominent FPSs in the world and has always been one of the most competitive on PC. To make it easy to understand, there's basically 4 leagues ranging from the least skilled, and then the top league would be professional. I'm currently the one right under professional, so I guess I'm almost semi-pro in a way. But on to Ghosts. Now, the game has been out for about a week now, and I haven't really played a lot. I played on Wednesday, the day after release, November 6th, and then I've just played today. That's all I've played. I'm like level 18. Unfortunately, I missed the whole double XP weekend that just happened because I was in town visiting family, so I didn't get to play at all. But I'm back, and I'm gaming on kids, so I was wanting to get into my thoughts and my first impressions on CoD Ghosts. Now, I will tell you, when I first started playing this game, and I was just playing cranked because I heard that it was the fastest way to level up and it was the most fast-paced game mode, I really didn't like the game much. Now, it might have just been because I was just really confused and, all this new stuff and it looked different. Keep in mind, I also had not played Call of Duty since, I don't know, last March or something. I quit playing Black Ops. I hadn't touched my Xbox in 6 months. My Xbox was just getting, dusty, and basically my first Ghost game was my first time touching my Xbox in 6 months. So not only was Ghosts new and different, I was also just not used to Call of Duty in general. So I hadn't decided whether to buy Ghosts until I just said, fuck it, it's the only thing that I play on Xbox and I want to make some commentary, so I might as well buy it. And if somebody would have asked me after my first day, oh, dude, should I buy Ghosts? I'm thinking about it. I might have said no. It was a bit overwhelming to me, and, I don't know. But now, after giving it a little bit more time, I don't know, I must have, 4 hours or something, not a lot, into the game. But after giving it a little bit more time to kind of play it and kind of feel the game out, I have to say, I would probably recommend this game. Now, there's a lot of stuff that's different. There's a different sound engine. There's the contextual leaning. There's different guns, different perks, different maps. Basically, the standard, besides the sound engine and the leaning, pretty much everything that comes with a new Call of Duty. New maps, new guns, whatever. Not a different engine, really. Because, unfortunately, people are kind of upset because on the Xbox version, it is downscaled 720p, whereas on PS3, you can play at 1080. This was not a quote-unquote next-gen game. It's available on the older consoles as well as the new ones. It was not a next-gen game. It was not designed to be a next-gen game. The next Call of Duty is only going to be for PS4 and Xbox One, hopefully, because that means that they can have liberties of making a lot of changes because it is going to be a truly next-gen title. Now, what are some things I've noticed about this game with my limited time playing it? Every gun in this game just melts you. There are almost no bad guns in this game. I would stay away from shotguns, mostly because the maps are so big. But you could, if you were good, you could probably make it work. But the SMGs, the ARs, the LMGs, all of them seem to just destroy anybody. They kill in 2 to 3 hits. I think almost all of them. I mean, you want to talk about overpowered guns? We can talk about the MSBS or whatever that gun is. It's a one burst most of the time. It's already banned in game battles, but the game, all the guns kill extremely fast, which doesn't leave a lot of room for turning on people. If there's a half-decent player behind you and you get hit once, you're probably not going to turn on them because you're just going to get destroyed. It means that as far as if you can't win gun battles, you're not going to do well. I think that this game competitively is going to be a very Slayer-heavy game rather than objective players. Now, they took out Hardpoint. Hardpoint was a Treyarch game mode, I think. They took out Capture the Flag, so I was kind of interesting looking at the competitive scene that was kind of not knowing what to do. They took out Hardpoint, they took out CTF, so all they had to play was SND, and the competitive scene right now, I think that none of them really like Blitz, and now that Hardpoint and CTF are gone, I mean, the only thing to play is Search and Destroy. if you want to talk about Search and Destroy, I'm actually really upset that they took S&D out of the public playlist. There's only Search and Rescue, which really isn't that different, but I mean, the whole reviving thing, I'm a bit iffy about. But I did hear that they're going to be re-implementing Search and Destroy into the public game modes maybe in a week or so. Someone was telling me about a rumor. That would be awesome. Literally in Modern Warfare 3, all I played was Search and Destroy. It was either S&D or free-for-all, and I actually got to rank 450 in the global leaderboard when I was playing MW3 like every day, and like, you know, just a lot. The reason is because I come from competitive Counter-Strike, so it's the same exact thing. You know, you don't respawn until the next round. You either win by killing everybody or by defusing or planting the bomb. You know, it was the same sort of play mode. That's not even a word. Game mode, playlist, whatever you want to call it, as Counter-Strike. So I think that some of the maps are much too large, and if I can complain about perks, the only perk that I even have a complaint about right now is Amplify, because Amplify or Amplified, whatever it is, because in Search, it kills Search. Because it doesn't matter if you're running Dead Silence, people that run Amplify can hear you no matter what, so it encourages people to sit in corners and to just wait to listen for people, just to sound horn. Since they redesigned the game's sound engine, if you're listening and you have a decent headset, you can hear people across the map. Almost, easily. So, I don't really like Amplify. It's just annoying because the maps are so big and everyone dies so fast. Everybody already plays extremely passive and like head glitching and, you know, camp-like. So now that you add this perk where it doesn't matter if the other person has the perk that makes them silent, you can just sit in a corner and hear them no matter what. It even more encourages this really passive play style. And I do think, though, that if you can out-aim people, this game does encourage run and gunning. If you're good at it, if you can run around aggressively, whether, you know, extreme conditioning, agility, which is basically lightweight, you know, I think that if you can win gunfights, it rewards that, but it also does reward the really passive, campy play style of head glitchers, of people sitting in corners with Amplify, which isn't really that big. It's not that big of a deal on something like Cranked because everybody's just running around. But something like Search, where like it's really important, it just kind of, I don't know, kills it. I haven't really paid a lot of attention to the perks, and I will say when I first opened up this game and looked at the whole perk menu, I was pretty intimidated. I still am kind of confused because there's all these different characters that you can play. And if you go play a new character, you're a new level. You're level 1 again. So I bought one and I realized I was level 1, and I was like, what is the point of these? Okay, you can look different, but it resets your level, and then you have to spend more squad points unlocking more guns and other stuff. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. I might make some videos on it to help some people. But as far as first impressions, this game, I like it. It feels good. All the guns kill extremely fast, but the movement feels good. It feels like my shots are registering more of the time. There's not these really laggy hitboxes, even though it is still player-hosted. The movement in this game, I think that momentum and movement in this game are way more important than in Black Ops 2. I like the sliding more than dolphin diving. I think that dolphin diving, most of the time you would dolphin dive and like, okay, you'd look rad as fuck for 1 second, and then you would just get shot in the stomach and die. With sliding, you can still shoot when you slide. It surprises people coming around corners. I think it also makes your hitbox smaller, but I see people all the time, like in Search and Rescue, sliding to get tags to revive people, and it's a really interesting feature. It just adds another dynamic part to gameplay. Leaning is kind of interesting. I mean, you've always been able to lean in COD on PC versions, but that's because you have more buttons to work with. The contextual leaning, I think there are some spots in the map where you should be able to lean, but it doesn't let you. Like the contextual leaning, basically it has to be a very like obvious wall where you could lean at. You can't lean off certain boxes and crates and other stuff that seems like you could lean off of, but you can't. So let's take a quick recap. I've only played Cranked and Search and Rescue, but the rest of the modes are pretty much the same besides Blitz, I think. I've played some free-for-all too. Capture the Flag and Hardpoint removed from the game. Search and Destroy is only reserved for custom lobbies right now, which means Search and Rescue is the new replacement, which is the same exact thing as Search and Destroy, except that people can be revived by walking over dog tags. I do think that they should make some changes to it. So, you know, you have a max of 2 revives per round, and like a dog tag disappears after 25 seconds or something. Because I saw this one guy had 9 revives in 1 round, and it was just like... And the thing is, it makes it so if you're a sniper and you get like a spawn sniper, an early pick, it's basically useless because they're just going to revive the guy you killed. But Anyways, there was a lot of stuff to talk about, and I was wanting to kind of pinch it into one gameplay, but the game feels good. I would say go buy it, at least try it out, then go sell it off to your buddy or eBay it or something. I really like it, I think, so far. There's some things, some complaints, but there's always going to be complaints. And one other thing, people don't seem to understand is that it's a new game. Like, they're going to patch stuff after release, you know. People complain about, things that don't seem to matter, like, oh, the kill feed's in the top right, I can't play this game. And I'm just like, that's like something that's just superficial and barely matters. But I think that they're going to be making improvements to this game, you know, maybe balancing some things, who knows. I really, really hope that Search and Destroy really does come back to public playlists like somebody told me it was. What else is there? I think one reason a lot of people are not liking this game is because, let's be real here, a majority of the Call of Duty player base is younger kids, 14, 15, and whatever, and maybe that they don't want it to change, or they don't like change because it's not something they're used to. Think about it, they don't even like going through puberty. You know, how are they going to accept change in a video game? But this is the thing, without innovation, things just become stagnant. Like, I like Call of Duty, and when people say every Call of Duty game, each new one is basically a clone of the last one, I mean, you can't argue, it really is. They changed the maps, the weapons, and some few minor things, but it's the same engine. It's Call of Duty has been the same since, I mean, War maybe, since Modern Warfare 2, you could say, even since Call of Duty 4, really not that much has changed. And I love Call of Duty, but I mean, if I had to play Call of Duty as it is now for the next 10 CODs, I probably wouldn't play it anymore. It would feel like a more and more poor investment each new Call of Duty I bought, unless there was major change. I look forward to the next Call of Duty, which will be a truly next-gen title. But I'm going to be playing more Ghosts more and more. Look forward to more commentaries. I'll be live streaming. Let me know what you guys want to see. I can do reviews on guns. I can talk about maps. I can talk about gameplay mechanics. Or we can just talk about life. We can just sit here and, you know, hug each other and tell some stories. But, yeah, I think this last clip that I showed was part of an S&D match I played on Octane. But yeah, I'll be putting out more commentaries and all that, so stay tuned. Hit me a like if you could spare one, and subscribe if you want to. It's up to you, but I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. It's fucking awkward. Peace.